like a small heart attack, bro.
Dodge the bullet.
I'm so glad that I opened Twitch instead of YouPorn, you know? It could have gone all wrong.
Yeah, it could be as easy as that, man, and then forever you are that guy.
Yeah. That would have been something that would have been brought up to the day of today. And the next stream, and the next stream.
Okay, let's do some sick introductions. Or do we not even care anymore? We just replaced everything with the stories. Like, there literally has been games where we talked for like 2 minutes and the game was 20 minutes long. Jesus
yeah, but
Christ.
but our viewing numbers are not going down, and a lot of people are still saying thanks for the entertainment, yada yada yada. So I think people are having a good time. Of course, like I do think
it's like a chill out stream, you know. People
yeah,
come
it's not
to,
like we don't
check out the
care about what happens. We just don't mention like the small things that we see all the time. You know, it's not a WCS broadcast, so now we can just chit chat. But I think at the big fights, and we do analyze the builds a little bit in this strategy.
Look at what Petraeus said.
Yeah, that's funny. I wasted my EU game. He knows. Of course, right now, guys, we switch back to the NA server. This is game number 4. If Major wins this, he will get $75 from me. And Petraeus will get 25 for playing. And after this, we'll do one show match with Beastie. But since Major has to
what
go,
the fuck?
it would be really... Well, I will do it, even if you don't want to do it.
Damn it.
No, you have to do it, man.
We had so many Terrans. Let's have a
Yeah,
Protoss.
but we can get a Protoss. We can get a Protoss.
Fucking Petraeus mentioning me.
Are you sure you can get a Protoss?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Harstem is always down to play.
Harstem, he's a good pick, yeah.
Is Harstem in WCS? Does he have Terrans in his group?
He isn't in WCS. He lost to Serral 3-0.
Ah, that's right. So then Harstem will definitely be down to play. Harstem against BC, I think, would be a great match. 2 non-WCS players that are
Harstem will wreck him, man.
No, I think it'll be
Oh,
close.
you're
Dude.
so mean to Beastie. Did Beastie have a 3-0 you on ladder or something, Johan? Is that why you hate him so much?
No, he beat me in the tournament in the finals.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You both got to a final? What the fuck?
Some online tour. I was like in was I in Europe? I think I was in Europe and he was in North America and we met in finals and he refused to play like both servers. We played on the server that he was on. And
I love Under is like a truth. I'm like jokingly suggesting that Beastie has beat Todd, and that's why Todd has been so bitter about every single time that Beastie's name came up. And now the truth is that indeed Beastie did beat Todd. That's probably the reason why Todd has been shitting on Beastie for the last hour.
It's okay, I met him a few times in Heroes and got my revenge, don't worry.
I hate those people that don't like server switch when it's like different servers though. Even if it's like an EU based tournament, like I remember that's one of the reasons I got mad at Major too. Like we played on an EU only tournament and then I said, nah, we can play on NA too, like it's totally fine. And then he was still shit talking me after. That's why I got super mad at Major. Because I think it's just fair play, you know.
Yeah. Who did I do that with? I think it was sort of. I remember when I had to play sort of in WCS. He was in Korea and I offered to play on NA from Europe. And he was like, nah man, I'll just play from Korea. And then he fucking shreked me with like 400 ping in the group. Fuck my life. Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Tried to be nice and he fucking owns you.
Yeah. Debug.
BCQT in the chat saying he beats you in HOTS as well.
Well, I shreked him many times in HOTS. Maybe I lost 1 game and won like 4. It's pretty trash.
Let's keep it a StarCraft related stream, boys.
BC makes all these guys angry, and BC's never been a dick to me at all.
No, BC's so
like,
nice.
Did you see
because you're a fellow Terran, he hates Protoss, obviously.
Like, there's this screenshot of Petraeus, like, talking mad shit to him.
What?
To Beastie?
Yeah.
Petraeus talked mad shit? No
What?
way, I've never seen Petraeus get mad or talk shit to anyone.
Petraeus is fucking BM, dude.
What the fuck?
No
Really? Way.
I've been told to fuck off by Petraeus like a good 3 times.
Low.
It's really funny because Petraeus is like the stereotype super quiet guy on offline events.
Yeah,
like really like, quiet.
Okay, it's after he loses that he gets angry, but like he does still get angry, very angry, like more so than most people.
But he's still pretty young, right?
He's young, yeah.
I mean, like let's not forget the days that we were 18 or 19, Ben. We were probably the worst people on Warcraft 3 Battle.net.
I remember WC3 All Players was like the best place to be. I'd play everybody.
It was really fun.
I flamed even more than I practiced the game, and I still won games.
Something I'm not very proud of, guys, but it's definitely the truth, is that once upon a time I refused to shake the Muslim's hand after he beat me in the tournament.
Yeah!
What tournament was that?
Code 5?
Like Code 5 qualifiers in Birmingham. We had like the sickest fucking series. Like he beat me 2-1 in the winner bracket, then I came back and I beat him 2-1 in the first best of 3, and then the second best of 3, so like the grand final, we're 1-1, and game 3 is Twisted Meadows, and this fucker speed creeps the Goblin Laboratory, gets a tome of experience, and tower rushes me. After fucking 9 games, this fucking tournament got decided on a tome of experience, like 16%.
I wasn't there for the tournament, was I?
No.
No, this was the qualifier in England.
Yeah, but I was at some qualifier for Code 4 or 5.
Yeah, you probably went to a different one. We went to the one in Birmingham.
No, I went to one in England too.
Yeah, I mean, you beat me at that one. That was,
so which one was it that we met at, and the one you met in Rotti at then?
I met you when I was still in serious gaming. So that was when I was like 16.
So that was before you played against Rotti?
Yeah, that was like 2006 or so.
Okay.
2007 maybe.
Oops. Sorry guys, I missed the win.
2006, wow, long time.
He killed one draw.
I
for the people, I think we should explain real quick. For the people who have never played Warcraft 3, there were item drops, and some items were good and some items were bad. And then, like next to the item drop, you had a thing called tome drops, and you could get like a little bit of a strength boost or an agility boost or an intelligence boost. But none of those things would truly ever impact the game. Like it's nice, but that's like having 10 extra minerals or something. You know, it's like one of these nice things. And then you have fucking Tome of Experience, which would just have a massive impact on the game. It was completely imbalanced. There's a chance like 1 out of 6. That's like, you know, if you start mining and one of your first 6 drones would carry 500 minerals instead of 500 minerals, you know, it's just a massive advantage. And then after playing 8 games against the Muslim, the fucking final game got decided on that. So I was a little rustled. And then the Muslim, this overly happy young British lad, walks over to me. He's like, GG, mate.
Yeah, in Warcraft, it was actually considered really bad manner to do that when you won, right?
Yeah.
Nobody did that.
After fucking picking up a Tome of Experience in game 9, basically.
Yeah, you wanna tell me about that? Fucking Sky came and shook my hand in Singapore after finding Lightning Shield, and then got a potion. I almost broke his hand.
I mean, the thing that Kevin left out was we went and shook each other's hand after the other 2 best of 3s. So, like, you know, it was kind of like, oh, this is the thing, but, like, he also smashed a keyboard that wasn't his. He was playing with, like, a
What?
Yeah, he fucking smashed it, dude, and then a key went flying off.
How do you smash a keyboard that's not yours?
Well, yeah.
I made him angry, man.
Not very proud
No,
of
but
the
like you
story,
picked up a random keyboard on a table next to you?
No, like, the thing is, I brought my own keyboard. It was a Razer Tarantula, but they had the same default keyboards over there in that net cafe, so I didn't actually plug mine in because I just played with that. But this net cafe was literally the worst place ever, and the admin was bugging me all the time, and this room was really small. Like, if there would have been a fire in that place, that would have been the biggest tragedy in esports history, right, man? No, like, that was real.
It was like 50 degrees Celsius as
yeah,
well.
there was like 50 degrees Celsius, like sweat was dripping off my back. There were like 200 people in a room that maybe should have had like 50 people at best. I'm not exaggerating. It was
Sounds like all the meltdown bars I've been to.
Yeah, no, it was just dangerous. It was bad, and it was awful conditions. And then when that shit happened, like that game 9, like I just smashed the keyboard, and then like some keys flew around. And then this dude came over to me. He's like, "Hey, would you please not mind doing this to our keyboard?" I was like, "Fuck off! It's my own keyboard." He's like, "Oh, sorry, but yeah, it wasn't my own keyboard."
Hey, didn't you smash a keyboard too at MLG, Ben?
Yeah, but those were my own. Those were my own. So.
MLG, you did it?
Yeah, when you lost to Strifeco or something.
Oh, yeah, I smashed it. I, like, fucking lost to Strifeco all-inning me, like, every game, and I was like, fuck, so I smashed it, or I shook his hand, and then I smashed it, then I walked off, then when I came back, people were, like, picking up my keys, and I was like, oh, man, I feel really bad. I smashed it against Suppy too one time.
So this is why we veto Catallena, right?
Yeah, drops are so good on this map. And, like, look at the upgrades, too. Right now, it's 1-1 against 0-0.
Oh, it was Nama who smashed his keyboard every time he lost, right? I remember it. Yeah, Nama.
Oh, the paintings on the right top side. Oh my god, Petraeus with a pretty big mistake. Major is kind of outplaying Petraeus here. Petraeus was like occupied with the drop in the main. Then he had like 6 banelings on move command in the right top side. Look at Major, focus firing. He picked up like 6 or 7 banelings there. That was really good for him. But yeah, sorry Todd, go ahead. I don't know why I'm trying to cast this game. Fuck me. Roddy, fucking try hard. Stop trying to cast this game and let Todd tell his story. Alright guys, I'm sorry, don't get mad at me for shit.
It was Nama who was like very notorious for smashing his keyboard, and then this one time he played next to Sase, and Sase is like the one guy you don't want to do that next to because he gets really mad. And he did that, and freaking Sase was so angry. He told the admins, "Okay, move me now. I don't want to play here." Actually, you smashed a keyboard next to me at ESWC.
ESWC. This is actually quite a fun story. We can tell it maybe after this game. It's not that long. I guess we can just tell it now.
Go ahead then.
All right. So I was playing against Bjark, which was like an ESWC group stage match. And ESWC was a really good tournament. On Norwood and Turtle Rock, I think. And every single time, like back then, I was a really emotional player. I was like, I had a lot of rage. I would never like flame in the worst ways. I would just like kind of flame myself, or I would blame everything on imbalance, like a whiner would do. And then every time I lost a Spirit Wolf or a Grunt, I was like, ah, oh. And then at a certain point, like I kept smashing a little bit harder. And then Todd paused his game, and he was sitting next to me. He's like, hey, can you please stop touching your keyboard? You're stressing me out. And then like. I was like, sorry, man. And then I continued with my game. I lost another Grunt. I was like, oh! And then like, Todd went to the tournament admin. He's like, excuse me, could I please sit somewhere else? I do not want to sit next to this guy. So then Todd got assigned a different seat because he didn't want to sit next to me.
That was 2006, right? ESWC Group Stage 2?
Yeah, that was the second day in the group stage. Like, I owned the first day. I was so good the first day.
You didn't drop a map. You went 5-0.
Yeah, I went 5-0 in best of two.
Oh yeah, I remember. Like me and Sky, we got in a group with like four Night Elves, like Titan and 3 other, and we went 8-0 in maps, both of us. And then obviously he wrecked me in the direct fight. So then I had to play fucking Lucifer in quarterfinals and got wrecked again.
Really that first day,
that was the Grubby versus Zeus. Top 8.
Oh yes.
Yeah. That was the East-West drama with the power knockout or what was it? Disconnect on Gnaw Wood. I'll never. No, on the Terranet stand, yeah. This is a really long story. This will be hard to explain to the viewers if they have not played Warcraft 3, but.
That was the sickest.
That was drama. If we would have had Reddit back then, they would have still been talking about it by now.
It was really sick for Zeus, though, to take second.
Well, I mean, it was. I really understood Grubby's point of view. Like, he was in the top 8, it's 1-1 with Zeus, his teamate, and he was legitimately winning that game. But like, and then the power went out. But
there was another game like this in Reign of Chaos. Do you know about it? It was Mad Frog versus Dayfly.
No, I don't know.
I think you guys didn't play it, but there was something like this that happened before.
I know the Mad Frog Dayfly story.
Yeah, it was like on Norwoods, Mad Frog was down to just like basically 2 heroes against a lot of mercenaries, but I mean 2 very high level heroes, maybe like level 7 Death Knight and level 6 Lich. Against like a lot of mercenaries and 2 high-level heroes from Dayfly. And Mad Frog was just nuking the shit out of this army, but he was starting to run out of steam. And then he accidentally tripped with his foot on a fucking power supply that was for his computer at his feet for some reason. So he tripped on it, or like he stepped on it, and they lost power. And then there was this long-ass discussion, and they decided to regame it. And like Dayfly was so broken mentally that Mad Frog won the rematch and went on to basically win the tournament, which was really sick.